And welcome everyone to a March Madness postgame chat. Pleased to be joined by Dru Smith from Missouri, fresh off an 81-78 victory over Illinois in the Braggin Rights game. This game was at Missouri in large part because of my coin flip going to Missouri over Illinois. But look, I had to do it fair and square. This was a major victory for you guys. You guys have quietly put together an incredible season. But let's first talk about this victory. Went back and forth. They were surging, and you finally ultimately held them off. How'd you do it?
I think we just came together defensively. We were struggling with that high ball screen there for a while. Io was getting downhill. Obviously, he had a great game. He was getting downhill and he was finishing at the basket. Every time down the floor it seemed like. So we figured out. I started picking up a little higher so that way I wasn't just getting drilled by screens. And we were just able to get a couple big stops there down the stretch.
Yeah, this was a great example of holding ground and not losing momentum as another team was surging, a top 10 team. Kofi Coburn, obviously, up until that flagrant, really had been dominating you guys in the post, although the stats are a little interesting because you guys beat them badly on the boards, but yet it was Coburn in a timely way beating you inside. How do you balance the two, your ability to dominate the stats in terms of rebounds, but also not being able at times to really keep him off the glass and finish?
Yeah, like you said, I think the numbers. If you just look at the numbers, it looks like we killed him on the glass, but we gave up. It was more the timing, I think, of his rebounds than anything. He was getting them there down the stretch, and especially when they were going on that run, he was killing us on the glass. If Io missed his layup, he was right there to put it right back in. So I mean, I think just continuing to try to lock up on defense. I mean, that's our identity. That's kind of who we want to be. We want to get stops. And honestly, tonight we weren't very happy with our performance on the defensive end.
So look, obviously this game wasn't in St. Louis, smattering of a little fans, game at Mizzou. But this rivalry, you guys have now won 3 in a row. You're a senior, great way for you to go out in your career. What is it about this game, regardless if there are fans, regardless of where it is, that brings out the intensity you think in both teams?
Yeah, I think it's just that it's something that's a staple on your calendar. It's something that you know is coming up. It's something that you look forward to. And it's 2 good basketball teams that get to come together every year. And so I think it's special in that way that there's never a break from it. You know that you got this game every year. So I think just the buildup, I think after each year, the buildup all the way up until that next game, I think is what makes it so special.
And obviously we're thankful that this game happened. So many others have been postponed, and it's great both schools are taking care of business and staying healthy. But I want to go back, as I said at the beginning, you guys have quietly put together quite a season here. Already won at Wichita. You beat Oregon on a neutral. Now you've beaten Illinois. I firmly think you should be in the AP top 25. I had you in my Power 36 top 25. What is it about the belief in this group as to why you think that this team is doing what you really probably thought it would, which would be to win games like this and to compete, obviously now in a couple of weeks, for a potential SEC title?
Yeah, I think it's just our camaraderie as a team. I think we've really come together over the quarantine and just over our time off. I think we all kind of realized what we had and the opportunity that we had. And also it's a lot of our guys, it's our last go at it. I mean, me, Mark, JT, Mitch, then we got X and Javon, Torrance, they're all juniors. Like we're an old team. We're a veteran team, experienced, and we feel like we've been in these situations before. And in the past we haven't come out on top. And I think that this year we just want to show that our experience and our leadership is going to get us through those games like they did tonight.
And to that point, Dru, I don't need to name names, but it's pretty clear the teams that have experience like Mizzou, in an unprecedented season where there's going to be constant twists and turns and so many, hurdles that you guys are going to have to go over, let alone how you handle yourselves on and off the court. Those are the teams I think that are going to ultimately be most successful. What do you think in terms of navigating this unprecedented season with an experienced team?
Yeah, it was definitely something that we discussed before the season started. Right when we got back on campus, Coach sat us down. He just talked to us. He said, it's going to be a weird season. It's going to be different. It's going to be something that we've never seen before. The team that can just go in and take care of business and just do the right things without worrying about all the distractions that are going on off the court every time we step on the court, we just have to be focused on the task at hand. We can't let anything that's going on around us, anything going on in our community affect the way that we're playing basketball. And I think that we've been able to do that so far this year, and I think it's really helped us.
And last thing, Dru, I've been asking all these players this, that all of you are obviously going through a lot of sacrifices and staying in this, basically this bubble within a bubble on your campus, not seeing family, not going home for the holidays. But it makes it difficult. If you go home, then you got to deal with the protocols on the back end and quarantine and all that. I'm just curious your view on having to make that sacrifice to stick this out, and more than likely not seeing family and friends, over these holiday periods to just get through this season.
Yeah, I think it's tough, honestly. I think it's kind of something that you look forward to during the season. Like you get those breaks where you get to go home and just kind of relax and be away from it for a couple of days, and it kind of refreshes you, gets you back ready to go. But like you said, we don't really have that opportunity this year. We have to be responsible and stay here in Columbia, try to do our best to keep to ourselves, keep away from large crowds. I mean, all the protocols and everything like that, but we just have to, it's tough, I think. I mean, family is definitely something that's really important to me, and it's definitely been different. I mean, usually they'd be standing right over here to my side waiting for me to be done with this, and I could just go talk to them. So yeah, it's difficult, but I think we've been able to, like I said, come together as a team during this time, and I think that's helped us a lot.
And I hope games like tonight, make it worth it. Because obviously it's one season, hopefully, and we'll all just get through this.
Yeah, I think that's all we can do, just get through it, and just try. I mean, still take advantage of the opportunity. It's still a great opportunity to be able to get out here and play basketball. I mean, it was taken away from us last year at the end of the year, so I think that's also another big thing, is that we're appreciative of just having the chance to be out here on the floor. So I think our team has done a great job of taking advantage of those opportunities.
Dru, appreciate it. Tremendous win over Illinois, and Mizzou certainly looking like one of the best teams in the SEC here in mid-December. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.